Hi, I'm Trey and welcome to one of my crafting tutorials or demonstrations, however you want to say them. I'm making a card this time, and I'm also going to be playing around with Cosmic Shimmer paints, and they're quite opaque and metallic, so they've got a really nice effect, and depending on what colour I use is what effect I get. So I'm going to be using quite a pale pink on this card, and be decorating elements that I've used my cut and die to go on cards. It's just a demonstration of how I use Cosmic Shimmer paints to decorate cut and die elements. Now, I have quite a few of these. I've had them quite a few years. They tend to last a long time. This one's pink, like a frosted pink, and it just gives a hint of colour. So I'm going to be partially painting parts of these flowers that I've cut out with a cut and die, and with this one, this bird, I'm going to do all of it in colour, all of it in the paint. I tend to kind of check to see what it's going to look like first and how strong it is, and I use one of these water brushes, which I find a lot easier than using a pot and a brush, a pot of water and a brush. So I'm just lightly going to paint over all of this bird. It's just going to be a very subtle effect. Now, it is a very subtle effect, and when it dries it will give it a sheen, and you can still see the colour underneath with this pink. Some of the Cosmic Shimmer colours I've got are a lot stronger, and it actually goes over all of the underneath colour, but this one is a lot more transparent. So that's the bird, and it's quite a nice effect. It can change a flat piece of card into something quite interesting. So now I'm going to do the flowers, but I won't be covering all of the flowers. Just going to put a little bit of water in there. I'm just going to be covering part of the flowers. Right. Now, with this cutting die, it cuts out a section of the petals that you lift, and those lifted sections are the bits I'm going to colour with the paint, Cosmic Shimmer paint. So it's just going to be like a slight delicate effect on each petal. Of course, all of these need to dry, so I'll do another one again, because these come in different sizes. I tend to push up a little bit of this pattern that's cut out to make it easy for myself. Now, if you have a cut and die and it doesn't have this cut out section, you can just do something similar, maybe do it at the end, or just do one side, or even near the middle. Just a little bit of a highlighted section to lift a flat piece of card. Now all the flowers, I'll be doing the same with all the sections, those petals. So I've painted all those flowers the way I wanted to do them, and I'm going to be putting them onto this card. Now it's a 5x5 card. I put down some vintage looking floral paper, and then I used a cut and die set. Well, actually this is 3 different sets, and they combine quite nicely, so I did the different sizes in slightly different colours, and around 2 of the layers I just use a little bit of ink pad to highlight the edges. Now I'm going to put this card together. I have another section that I cut out. This is a foliage cut and die, and I use those a lot, and I've cut that out in pinkish pattern paper, so I'm going to put that down first. As always, I tend to do my layout before I put anything down, just so I've got an idea where things will fit together. And with my pattern papers, if I've got anything left after doing some matte and layering, I tend to do this. If it's nice paper and thick enough, I use them with my cut and dies. So I'm going to just lay that on there. And one of the reasons I used the pink Cosmic paint was to pick up the pink in this paper. Now I've got the other sections to put down. Now I have a big tag, and I'm not 100% sure. I think it's going to go about here, but I want to put my flowers down first. Now the flowers, I'm layering the flowers as these 3 flowers go together each section as such, and I've got foam pads on the back of each section, so I'll put one down first over the end of the stem of that foliage, and you can see a little bit of that shimmer from the paint I put on. Catches the light nice. Now the next layer for this flower, do it that way, but I tend to like to do it alternate. Just think it looks more interesting. And the smallest layer, the middle one, I put the gem on. So that's the first flower down. And already it's looking quite nice. It's catching the light. Looks interesting. And the pink shimmer paint is picking up the pink in the layers and of course the foliage. So it works in quite nicely. So because I want to put this tag on, I want probably the flower will overlap that a little bit. So I will put the tag down first. I never used to overlap things on cards. I used to think they should be all seen, but I kind of like the effect now. I don't mind if things are covered over. So now I can fit that in, and it'll be overlapping that flower. It's going to look quite nice. Put this first layer down first. Largest flower cutting. Work my way up to the smallest. Right, so there's the flower display with the foliage, and I've got my wee bird. Now, because I've painted the bird, you see how it's curved upwards, and that's because of the paint when it dries. So because the paint makes it a little bit thicker, I can mould it slightly. It's another nice effect of the paint. So now I'm going to use some silicone glue for this. A little bit too filigree really for foam pads. Use my tweezers to place it, and I'm going to place it at the top of my oval lace, well, circular lace, sorry, not oval. Press it down slightly. And there is the finished card. Let's tidy up a wee bit. And there is a finished card. And if I just turn it slightly, you can see the shimmer of the cosmic paint on the bird. Yeah, see that? And on the petals. Subtle, but a nice little effect. So I hope anybody who's watched this has found this interesting, and I will do another card making tutorial in the future with other ideas of things that I have in my stash that I haven't used for a long time. So bye for now, and see you soon.